Hey guys, so this week I wanted to talk about the blog question and then specifically focus on just like a food from my pantry. This week I've been eating these cinnamon raisin English muffins. They're very good, and I'm like a broke college student, so like my main point of purchasing them was that they were on sale. Wouldn't probably have purchased them otherwise, but I've been eating them all week. So to talk about it, I just kind of like flipped it over and just started looking at some of the ingredients to it, and some of the shocking ones for me. Just kind of going down the line, like has enriched wheat flour in it. Not a shocker. Like we talked about that, how like enriching those flours and stuff are better for our diet. And then I was just kind of following that along. I think it's like one, two. The third ingredient is reduced iron. I have no idea what that is, and so I researched it, and it's kind of an additive that people add to flours and like bread products like this and pastas, just to enrich the food again, which I'll talk about it in a second. And then moving on, there was like thiamine mononitrate, which is vitamin B1, so I wasn't shocked by that one, and another just kind of nutritional additive to the food. Also I wanted to, so those two things I think are odd that we add to our food just because, this producer is just kind of assuming what people want in their food, and they think they want more of like a nutritional value than it already, possesses, which I kind of agree with, but I also don't really think that just adding random things to food is necessary. And so I think it's weird, kind of going with the articles is just assuming what consumers want. And I don't want to use the word consumer like the article said, but it's just so distant that like both producers and consumers are like assuming what we want in our food. And the next I wanted to talk about is the raisins that are in the food. I don't really know where we grow grapes. I know here, like in the United States, we grow them in like California and kind of warmer places like that. And so doing some research, the U.S. is the biggest producer of grapes, and behind that is Turkey and Greece, and there's also Australia. So the grapes could have come from the United States, but I have no idea, so hopefully it did. And then the next kind of like main ingredient here would be cinnamon, since that's like the main flavor. Cinnamon is not from the United States, and I didn't know really where it would grow. But it's from Sri Lanka primarily, but that it can grow in all of those kind of Pacific, oceanic islands, and then it can sometimes be grown in like Africa and India. So that's interesting, but that's something that absolutely is not from the United States. That if it wasn't for colonization or globalization, that's something that like a very familiar flavor like cinnamon raisin would not even be a thing for us. Another thing that was a big thing that was added was sugar. We talked about how important sugar is to our diets, and that's like the 8th ingredient or something on here, so not a surprise there. But tying it back into kind of the articles, I was kind of shocked about like trying to figure out where things are from. It was different to think about, I have always lived in the city and I just go to the store and I pick something up, I put it in my cart and I leave, and not really thinking about where that truly comes from and kind of the agriculture and the industry that goes before I can just go to the store. So that was really interesting articles this week. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great week.